Hello viewers. Someone seated beside me is Madam Kathy. She's my colleague student who participated in the program exchange where she went to the USA for 1 year and now she's back and we'd like to ask her some questions about experiences. So, Madam Kathy, I was there to ask you some questions about could you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your background?
Thank you, Alicia, for giving me this opportunity, and I'm so glad to be here. As she said, my name is Mariam Kasim, and I was an exchange student 2023-2024, and now I'm back from the US. So I was hosted in Wisconsin, a really cool and amazing place. So about my background is that I come from a family of six, and what else? We are a middle class family, and I really love my family more than anything.
Another question is that how did you hear about the exchange program through the American from Lamu?
Oh, so basically, about the exchange program, I had no idea about it until when I came to this school, Lamu Girls. I remember it was my first week in school when I was in Form 1, and it was a Sunday, and I saw this girl standing up explaining about her exchange year, which she just said it was 1 month because it was during Corona time. But when I had her talk about like what she did, if I can remember, she was talking about Chicago, and was like, wow, how can I join that? So I went and followed her, but she told me to go to another girl called Umu Salama. So Umu Salama like started explaining to me, oh, so this is what you have to do, and I was like, I would like to join it, and she's like, okay, then we can help you do it. So yeah.
And what motivated you to apply for this exchange program? And was there something specific you hope to gain?
Oh, so basically, me going to US was my dream. Like I really wanted to be in US. Whenever I watch the movies, like the TV shows or any movie that talks about US, I'm like, one day I'll be there. So I was like, oh, so I have an opportunity. Why not take it? Like I told, like if there's opportunity, don't think twice. I was like, okay, so I'll do it. But my worry was that will my parents allow? Because one of the qualification is that your parents have to allow on you going. So I was like, okay, let me try. So I prayed and prayed until when I went home, I told my mom about the program and everything, and she's like, yes, you can go. So after that, I was like, yes, I got it. So I was happy when my parents allowed me. That was like everything.
Okay, greatest part ever.
Yes.
So another question: can you walk us through the application process and was it challenging and how did you prepare?
Oh, about the application process. Right. Okay, so basically, at first you had to like go for the region part where there will be an interview. So like in Lamu Girls, we were four students, and we had Peketoni boys who were also four students. So we went to our first interview in the American Kona Lamu chapter, and there we had like questions. We were interviewed in some different questions about US, about your life, everything. And then after that, I was one of the two people who were chosen in Lamu. And then we had to go to another interview in Mombasa. And there we met other students from Mombasa County, from Kwale County, from Kilifi, like everywhere. And we were actually like 40, 41, but only 13 of us were chosen. And luckily, I was one of them. So we had to go to the making of passports, the visas, and everything. I didn't face any challenges, so I think I'm lucky. Thank God.
So, how did you feel when you found out you were selected for the program?
Okay, so when I found out that was first, I didn't even know about it until like I was sent a message being told that I have to check my email. So when I did it, I saw it's like yes program. So I was like, Bismillah, let me see what is in here. But when I clicked it, it was like, congratulations, Mariam, you have been selected in the exchange year 2023-2024. I actually jumped. I was like, yes, yes, I'm one of them. I was so happy. I called like my relative telling them I'm going to US so anytime, and they're like, "Oh my God, that is so nice! Congratulations!" I was in a jovial mood, like not even kidding.
Experience. Can you tell us your experience?
My Christians, there was who the shrines, you had Hindus, Christianity, but all in all, we were all human beings. We all have to stay together. Another thing is that I learned that Americans value sports more than anything. Like sports is like their life. Without sports, I don't think they could be known. I think one of the reason American is known is because of the sports. They're actually good. More than they are good in education, but they're best in sports. And that is something that I enjoyed. Also, interacting and socializing with them. I think that is an experience I learned because I could interact with someone here, but not as the way I did. And then exploring, I did a lot of exploration. Yeah.
The way you speak, it's communicate with your kids so well.
Yeah.
And can you share some memorable experiences in the time when you say?
Oh, memorable. Okay, so I have this one, like my first time in US. Like when I was in my host state, which was Wisconsin, I didn't know. Like I never heard of Wisconsin until like my host family. Like when they told me, okay, we are taking you as an exchange student and you'll be living with us, and we are from Wisconsin. I was like, oh my God, where's Wisconsin? So I had to Google it, and I saw, oh, Wisconsin is found in US. Not shocking. And then when I just arrived there, like when I see the surrounding, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in the US. So the first thing they took me to a restaurant, a food restaurant, and it was actually the restaurant is called Culver's, and it hasn't spread like the whole US because it started in Wisconsin. So I was likely to see a new restaurant, and I really enjoyed it. It's good. And then going to like the American schools, which is way different from our schools, that was also another thing that I enjoyed. Like going to school at 8. Who will want to wake up like early to go to school? Like I can say it's maybe because they value sports more, or I don't know, but yeah, I enjoyed going to school at 8, and then we're done with school at like 3:30, and then after that I had sports. So at first I joined cross country. So when the coach heard that there's a Kenyan student coming to play with us, she was like, "You're not going to be with the best runner," because they thought all Kenyans are fast, and not knowing I'm not one of them. But I was like, okay, you think I'm fast? Okay, let's see. So bad thing is that I only did for 1 week, and then I quit cross country, and then I had to join volleyball, which was interesting. Yeah, and I said those were some of the experience.
And then also to my question about academics. How did the exchange program impact your academic journey? Did it change your outlook on education?
Yeah, like now my one of my passions it has always been exploring like different places, and now I want to explore more because after going to US I'm like, okay, I've seen this part of US, but what about this? What if I go to another country? What will I see? There'll be like new cultures that I'll come across. But like Kenya, we value education more, and you can't get anything. Like you are nothing without education. So I believe that I have to work hard here. I have to do everything I can so that I get a nice grade, everything good, so that I can be able to go like somewhere else. Because if I don't have any, like I'm, I'm dull in education, so it won't help me with anything. So I have to work hard, and I'm trying my best so that I can go back to US and other places to explore.
And how did this experience shape you personally and professionally?
So personally, when it comes to personally, I say with the socializing, when I was here, like I said, I never really like socialize with people. But when I went to US, I'm like, wait, this is a person from France. Let me talk to her. Maybe I can learn something. Or wait, this is a person from Japan. I can know one or two things about her. So it taught me like we have to interact with others so that to know different cultures, different things they do, and then professionally, in terms of exploring, like my career and my urge of like going to explore different places has really increased with a really wide percentage. Like I right now, when I even get a chance, I'm not delaying it. Like when I'm told, "Do you want to go this place and explore?" Yes, that is the only answer that is my mind right now. So yeah, I really want to go and explore more.
what skills did you gain during your time abroad that you didn't expect to learn?
Oh, what I didn't expect. Okay, so this thing is painting. I never, I had never done any painting in my life. Like nothing of that sort. Like I was like painting, no, what is that? But when I went to US, we had like the exchange student in my region with our head. We had a session where she invited a painter, and he was showing us how to paint. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this because why should I paint? It will help me with nothing. But the way he told me is like painting. It doesn't have to be like a career. You can do it in your free time. It's just something to like it's like a leisure thing to do. So when he taught me like, okay, so you have to do this, the way he was extracting and painting, I was like, okay, so painting is easier. It's not like it was only the attitude that I had towards painting, but it's actually not that hard. So I actually did a painting of an eye. I wish I could have it here and show you guys. So actually, it was my first painting, but every time I would look at it, I'm like, oh, this is me. So I was happy. I even took pictures of it and sent it to all my family members. I'm like, can you believe I did this? Like, what? My mom was like, no, I don't think you did. I'm like, yes, I was the one. I even have a video of me recording myself doing this. So yeah, that is one of the skill. And then another one I can say in sports, because only in Kenya I only did athletics, running, but it wasn't. I only did it during my primary school, excuse me. And when I went to US, like what they told me, like the student told me that if you are good in sports, you'll be famous in my school. But if you're only good in academics, no one will know you. And yeah, because there's this one boy in the US, in my school, I never knew him until the day he was graduating. Only because he did no sports, but he had a GPA of like 4, and I never knew him until the day he graduated, and that is because of sports. So I joined, like what I told you, I joined cross country. I did volleyball, I did basketball, and I have learned a lot of skills. Like after doing those sports, people are like, you have to do them back in Kenya. And then we also used to go to the bowling sessions, and I could just like throw the balls. And one time I got what you call this, a score of 200, and my host family was like, do you even have a bowling station in Kenya? I was like, I don't think so. So I didn't even know if there were bowling station until I had to Google it, and I was like, yeah, there is, even in Mombasa. And right now, after like when you're out for the holiday, I want to go back to the bowling station, and I want to break my record.
And challenges, Dada. Did you face any challenges during the exchange program, and how did you overcome them?
Challenges. Okay, so I like using this the challenge that I have as an example. Like the challenge that I had was accents. Okay, so basically I we speak the British accent while they have the American accent. And I have this memory that one day we had gone to like an invitation. We were invited with our friends in the US, and went there with our friends, and there are lots of food snacks. So one of my friend came to me, and she's like, what would you like to have? So I was like, maybe just some chips with a Coke or something like that. And it's like, okay. But when she came back, she came with crepes with Coke. I'm like, no, I told you I wanted chips. She's like, okay, yeah, this is what you call it, chips. I was like, no, but until I went and like showed her, this is what I wanted. It's like, oh, you mean fries? I was like, oh, sorry. So it means we have. It's just because of the language accent. It's different. So how I overcame it is that I explained to them like this is what we call it, and they told me, okay, but we are now in America. But if you think you're not sure of what you have to say, come and ask me, and I'll tell you if it's the correct word or not. So yeah, and they were very helpful.
And your homesickness. How did you manage homesickness when you are in USA?
Homesickness. Okay, in reality, I didn't get like much homesickness because I'm used to staying without my family. Like it wasn't that hard. But when I went there, it must like you feel it even once or twice. When there's this one time I was like, okay, I miss my parents, I miss my family, I miss our food, I miss everything like that. So what I did to overcome it is that I went to interact with my family, my host family. We talked. Interacting with someone is much better than just staying alone. Staying alone, you'll just keep yourself stressed. which won't help in anything. But I decided to go socialize with my host family, and I told them like, what if I cook for you my traditional food? And they're like, yeah, we would like to try. So I made them some food, and they're like, okay, this is fun. So after doing that, about talking about our cultures, our different cultures, and learning more about them, they learned about me. That's really helped in my homesickness. Like anytime I get homesick, I just talk to someone there.
And do you have any encouragement for other children who want to go to the USA?
Oh, yeah, like joining this program, it will really help you in like different ways, like personally, mentally, physically, anything. It will help you, like not even lying. And it doesn't have to be just the program that they had, the yes program. There are also other programs, different programs that you can Google them and you'll see any. You don't have to go to the US. You can go like maybe Turkey, or you can go to Indonesia. You can go any place that you want. But please, if you have an opportunity, please take it. It will help you. Not kidding.
And do you have any future to go back to the USA after
Yes.
education?
Yes. Going back to US, like I said in the past questions, is that I want to go back because I have explored some places, but not everywhere in the US. And I really want to explore all the 50 states. Maybe I have like 40 something left. And one day, if God wills, I will go back to US, and not only US and other places too, because like my host family themselves are explorers. They have been to different countries. They have been to Kenya. They have been to Zambia. They have been to China. And whenever they tell me stories about what they learned and their cultures, I'm like, I also want to be like them. I want them to be my role model when it comes to exploring. And I know I have the capability of doing so, so why not?
And
And you too should do it one time.
yeah, I will. And what message would you like to share with students or educators about the importance of these exchange programs?
Okay, so what I can tell you is that this thing, the exchange program, really help you in different ways. Like first, coming to know yourself. Like you know what you want, because when you are there, you have no one. You don't have your parents. You don't have your friends. It's just you. So you have to know. Okay, so I'm here. I'm all alone. If I don't stay like with people well, nothing. It won't be like a great experience for me. So you have to like learn how to socialize with others. If you have any problem, feel free to go and ask them, and another thing is that you can learn a lot from them. You can go there, exchange your culture. Like during Ramadan, they were asking me like, "Why are you not eating today? Why are you doing this? Or why are you wearing a hijab?" So I had to explain to them. So this is my culture, it's an Islamic culture. You have to do this, and they're like, "Oh, that is nice." Until I had some people fasting with me because they were giving me company, and then I had some wearing hijabs with me. They're like, "Oh, that looks cute whenever you wear that," because what I did is, if I wear pink, I'm matching it to a pink hijab. If I wear white, something of that sort. And they're like, okay, we will do the same thing. And even during games, they're like, we can try playing with it because you play with it and we feel hot without anything. What about you? It means you're suffering. I'm like, no, I'm used to it. So yeah, you can interact with people and the connection will stay forever. Like I'm here, but I can still talk with my friends back home. Even after 2 3 years, we will still communicate, inshallah. And that is what I want, because the connection will help us in our future lives. Not only now, maybe if I want a job from there, or if I want help with anything, they will be there to help me.
Last question, madam. How can students stay informed about the opportunities you participated in?
Oh, so I can say one is like they know me that like in my school people know that I went to US, so I can like go to a certain class and tell them about the yes program and explain it, like if you join it, this is what will help you with and this is what one can learn. And after, even if I just go to one class, they can spread the word to other people. And also maybe I can create like a page in the internet talking about my experience, like doing a presentation somewhere, or like what I'm planning is to do a podcast, to start a podcast with my friends, talking about our exchange experience and also the other exchange students who went before us. So that will be a nice and quick way to introduce it.
Yeah, and do you have any regrets about the school? So,
Oh, yeah. So, lastly, I want to thank the school for really allowing me, and they encouraged me to go to this program. So, thank you so much, Lamu Girls, for helping me and being with me with all the hardship, all the nice times. So, I'm really grateful for that. Then, to my parents, especially my mom, thank you so much. Like, every time you are with me in early challenges, you help me, and we face challenges together and we are happy together. So thank you so much, and I love you so much, mom. And then to my sisters, my family, everyone, like, thank you for being with me in any situation. Then lastly, I want to thank the yes program for giving me this opportunity, because if it wasn't you, I don't think I could be here now. I don't think I could be able even to do a presentation, because like first, one of the qualification was that you have to do a presentation about like your culture even before going to the US. And then when we were in US, I did like a civic education week where like you go and you introduce your country. So it's not something small. So thank you so much, yes program. You really helped me like in a wide range, and I will thank you guys anytime. Like if you need anything, I'm always there for you. And the American Corner Lamu chapter also thank you for being supportive, for encouraging me to go to the US. And yeah, and thank you, Alicia, for having me here today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, viewers, that's all from Mayam Kasim. I bet you have so many questions to ask her, but we'll ask her more time when you have more.
Yeah, you can do it in the comment section if you want.
The conversation.
Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.